Welcome to Whisky.com, where fine spirits meet. My name is Horst Lüning, and I'm the master taster of Whisky.com. Today I present the Bruichladdich 23 years old, vintage 1990, filled into the bottle 2014 with an ABV of 55.9% from the independent bottler Signatory Vintage. An independent bottler is a independent company who bought casks filled with raw whiskey from the distillery and laid them to mature for their own time, how they decided how long to mature this whiskey. And Bruichladdich, the warehouses of Bruichladdich are quite empty, not with young spirit and medium matured spirit, no, but quite empty regarding old whiskey, very old whiskey. And this whiskey is from a time before the distillery was closed by their American parent company in 1994. So these casks are very, very rare, and there are only a few companies left, independent companies left, who possess such old casks. The normal Bruichladdich range had been 10 years old, 16 years old, 22 years old until the year 2013. Then the distillery was sold to Rémy Cointreau, and they decided to have a different portfolio of bottles, and there are no longer very old bottles available. So this is one of the very rare bottles on the market, and this is a single cask bottling from Signatory Vintage, which is located at Pitlochry in Scotland, in the Highlands, where the Edradour distillery is situated. So the Signatory Vintage brand and the Edradour distillery belong to the same person, Andrew Symington. This one, as I said, 23 years old, distilled on the 26th of September 1990 and filled in the bottle on January 9th, 2014, and it was matured in a refill butt, in a refill sherry butt. So there has been the first time sherry in the cask, then it came to Scotland and was there first filled with the whiskey and then refilled with this whiskey. 23 years in a first fill sherry cask, first fill in Scotland, results in a much, much darker whiskey. And this refill is a little bit lighter, so there has been whiskey in the cask, but not for a very long time. So there's still a lot of aromas drawn from the wood and from the sherry, which matured for 1 or 2 years before in that cask. The cask number is 183, and it's the bottle 279 of 559. ABV 55.9%. This is cask strength after 23 years. I like these bottles where the label is quite small and you have a clear view onto the liquid. This whiskey isn't colored. This is chill filtered, yes, but it's not colored. You can see the beautiful dark brown, dark amber color. But be careful, it's cask strength, so I never drink whiskey, and never say never. I typically do not drink whiskey with an ABV above 50%. From time to time, there is an exception, but not too many. So I will nose on this cask strength whiskey, and then I will dilute it a little bit to reach amounts below 50, and then I will have 1 or 2 sips, depending on the quality of the whiskey. You smell the alcohol. 55.9 is quite a lot, and if you intend to have a second whiskey after this one, you should dilute it. Otherwise, the strong alcohol will paralyze the tasting buds on your tongue and inside your mouth, and the second one will taste much less intense than it could. There's a spiciness, alcohol and spice. And in the back there is oak, strong and intense oak. This together results in a very intense whiskey, which does not show you, I'm easy drinking, here you can have 1 or 2 of me and you feel fine and everything. No, if you put your nose in this glass, it says, be careful, I'm strong, I'm heavy, you will have a long time the aromas from me in your mouth. Be careful. Like eucalyptus, anise, very, very faint fruits, dark fruits, like raisins or sultanas, but not sweet, no sweetness. Have a little still water. So the glass was quite filled, and 55 is a lot, and I had to add quite a lot of fresh water to bring the alcohol below 50%. It's a little lighter, and the spiciness rises, getting colder in your nose. I tried to find some vanilla, some toffee, caramel from the oak, but it's not there, no. And the fruitiness and the sweetness of the sherry has gone with the first filling. So most of what you get from the cask is a strong oak, these spices, all from the cask, the tannins. And on top is the alcohol and this light anise and eucalyptus. Have a sip. In the beginning, quite light, a little remembrance of sweetness, and then the spiciness kicks in, and every lightness is gone, every sweetness is gone. It's heavy, it's strong, a little bitterness appears, chocolate, plain chocolate, dark chocolate, on your tongue, staying in your mouth. No sweetness, no. Lighter on the nose, so reducing the ABV results in a lighter appearance, a lighter nose. Yeah, whenever you find single cask bottlings like this one, be aware that the taste of the whiskey might be completely different to the taste of the original bottlings of the distillery, like I tasted the Bruichladdich Scottish Barley. Completely different to this one. This is a single cask, and the other is a batch of casks where the aromas are averaged, and this one is, a single particular aroma you won't find exactly in other casks. Yeah. Thank you for watching Whisky.com, and stay tuned, there's more to come, and please give me your thumb up if you like this whiskey. Thank you for watching.